This program is brought to you through the kind support of the Friends of That's What She Said. Support BCTV by visiting bctv.org/support.
It used to be great, now it's not so great, but it's still pretty great. Reading. Eat pretzels nonstop and pot pie no top. For dessert, do we drop? Perks. Did they really say that? They did not say that. Yeah, they did say that. That's what she said.
Hi. I think we're ready to start.
I think so too. Look at us in my living room here. Look, welcome
it is
to my house.
here. Be jealous.
We have strawberries and cheese. Be jealous.
We just had a great breakfast.
We did.
Yes. Oh, wow.
A very lazy breakfast.
Lazy breakfast.
We were lazy, but it was really good. Hi, everybody. I am Sheila.
I'm Martha.
I'm Nicole. I'm Sarah.
And we are, that's what she said. Isn't it fun to be somewhere different today?
It is.
We've got so much room.
We're missing Jane today. Jane is in Florida. We miss her, but I'm sure she's up to no good somewhere.
She's on special assignment.
She is on special assignment. We're going to hear from her a little bit later, but right now, she's up to no good. She's doing some sort of sneaking around, but we'll see what's happening there. So, what do we have on the plate today? We have some champagne.
We have and cheese
Some
and we're gonna
orange
have,
juice.
Yeah.
Some
Mimosa.
mimosa. Should I start to...
Yeah, make some bubbles.
All right. This could end poorly, but everyone be calm. I'm
That's
a
all right.
science
We have a
teacher.
mop here.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
All
All right.
right. She's done.
I'm already flagged.
Well done.
I haven't even drank anything yet.
That's all right.
One spill, that's okay. Look
Well
at this.
done.
Breakfast of champions, mimosas.
You know, last time I had a mimosa was at Chef Allen's, and you know, there's something funny going on in West Reading with the Chef Allen parking lot. Has everyone heard about that?
yes.
If
Yeah.
you go to Chef Allen's, or you go to Rite Aid, or you need oxygen,
You got no problems.
park in that lot.
Right.
Or maybe all three in one day.
Or, right. They might go in that sequential order, right?
Yeah, they're pretty strict
Not
about
saying anything about
anyone
Chef
else
Allen's.
parking there, though.
But yeah, but they started towing cars
Yeah.
that have been there too long and are obviously not coming out of any of those three places.
That's pretty serious.
Yeah,
I mean, if I was,
it really is. I have to say very honestly, I know people have said it's been posted, but that's where I always head for when I go to West Reading.
I always
Sorry.
park there, so I
Because
honestly
it's
haven't
just-
seen anything posted
First of
about
all,
it
it's
either. I
not
wouldn't have known.
parallel, it's not parallel parking.
Yeah.
A.
Yep.
And parking is
Secondly,
slim pickings in West Reading.
it really
It's so
is.
busy.
Especially on the days of the farmer's market, which is
Oh,
when
it's
I
packed.
primarily go. So parking there is easy for me because I'm wrestling out a stroller and a bag and a
Right,
child,
right.
and it's safer.
Yes,
It's safer.
yes.
I'm not
Than
doing that on the
parking
street.
yeah.
Yeah, also because they've been ticketing people if you're parked for more than 2 hours, you know, they chalk your tires and they give you a ticket.
They do
So,
chalk your tires.
At any rate.
I had a friend who used to go out and wipe the chalk off after they left.
So it's become a big issue, and I guess there have been cars towed, people who have gone to the various restaurants, parked there. I just never gave it a
I
thought.
think they should
I
be
think
given the
they're-
opportunity to move the
Yes,
car. They
yes.
should, walk into
Right.
the business and say, hey, if you are parked
But,
here,
yeah.
you need to go now.
But I think they're going to try to work something out. It said that they really
Yeah.
were trying to work something out with the West Reading.
I hope so, because, they've done, I think, a really nice job. I mean, I've only lived here a little over a decade, but I've seen West Reading revitalized
Oh,
in
right.
great ways.
Right.
Wonderful restaurants, the arts on the avenue, the farmer's market. And in order for people to want to come to these things, you need to provide them safe and accessible parking.
Accessible is the word.
Yeah, and it was that parking lot because that's where I parked for those things. And, if I'm not allowed to park there anymore, then I'm going to think twice about coming to the farmer's market.
Right. Oh,
and
absolutely.
all of these other
They're going to
things.
see a huge decline.
They're going to see
because of
problems.
this.
Yeah, and I don't
It is.
necessarily blame West Reading because it's not their parking lot, but I hope that they can work something out with his owner because I would hope that he would understand, or she, I don't know who owns it, but that he would understand that it benefits him as well.
And actually, he's somebody who's grown up in this area.
Well, then he
so
should know better.
He should.
I'm sure you know how difficult it is to park in West Reading.
Give me a call, we'll chat.
Right?
Yeah, I hope they get it worked out.
Me too.
because as I said, it's the only place I go to park when I
Yeah.
go to West Reading.
With
Same
you.
here.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just running across the street, I go to
Right.
West Reading for
Right.
Chinese food. That's
I'm
pretty
not one
much
to
it.
parallel park, and I don't even like to attempt
No,
it,
exactly.
so-
Yeah,
And
I stink at that.
especially on Penn Avenue.
Oh, yes. We're so
Yeah,
busy,
constant
so
traffic,
busy.
no matter what's
Always,
happening.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you find that golden thing where it's two spots together and you're like, woo!
Sail right out. Sail right out.
Cupcakes for me today.
That's right. You know, parking really determines where I go in West Reading. Like, like if I see a parking space, I might stop.
Some of
If I don't, I might just keep
Some of
going.
the businesses have little parking spots behind the store, and they
They
won't
do,
tell
but they're
you,
so small.
They're very small, and most
And
of the
slim
places
pickings.
don't have them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They might be for employees.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a shame. Well, I hope they figure it out
I hope
because
so too, because-
I would love to keep patronizing West Reading businesses and
Same.
Yeah, so
Same.
I definitely would. But we'll find out. We'll see.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, right? What do we think about this healthcare bill? 2.0.
I'm just
or
gonna back
2.1?
out.
Yeah, Martha needs to
Silence
know about it.
golden.
I
Okay.
have talked myself and worried myself, and I just, it's, if you give something to people, it's very hard to take it back.
Yes.
And I think
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
whatever reasons that may be good or bad or necessary, it's going to create a real big problem in this
Yeah.
country.
Well, and I think that, and I'm sorry to bash on Republicans here, but I think that there's a lot of Republicans that identify as conservative and Christian. And conservative as in, free enterprise for business and developing those things. But you know what? It doesn't necessarily then go along with your other beliefs, because then you're not taking care of those people on earth that need it the most.
Yeah.
You're not taking care of the meekest or the least of the people. And you need to be sure that you're providing for everybody is sort of my statement on that.
Well, I think if you're going to talk about free enterprise and business, then you have to talk about what's happened with the insurance companies and with the pharmaceutical companies. Their lobbies are so strong. Drugs are,
They
I mean,
are.
I know what my prescriptions and how they have gone up. And again, if I go to pick up something and it's $500 for 3 months, and the druggist will say, you know how much this costs? Fortunately, I can afford that. But what would happen if I
If
couldn't
you couldn't.
afford the inhalers I use to control my asthma? I would die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know what I would do if I couldn't afford them. I mean, I
Same.
use those to live. It's just abhorrent to me that this is happening.
I had prescription. Well, here's the thing. I see a rheumatologist in New York City. My
Right.
parents always took me to the one in New York because they
Right.
don't trust Pennsylvania doctors.
Right.
Sorry, Pennsylvania doctors, but they don't. And to this day, I still see a New York
Sure.
rheumatologist. So that's not covered under my insurance.
And that's terrible.
That's something that I pay out of pocket, and I pay as much as I can. But if I did not have my parents to back me up,
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
not get the
And
treatment
think
that I
of,
need.
I think, unfortunately, people are thinking with too many parts of their bodies that they shouldn't be thinking with as they pass some of these bills. Or as they discuss healthcare, we have the worst healthcare of any of the Western nations.
Yeah, I mean, you just really have to see the big picture and think of
Yeah.
all the angles, not just the angle you're looking at.
Well, and
I
that's
get
the
what
problem.
I get what they're trying to do, but you're not looking at what's going to happen to the others that are affected by this.
They're like, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. No.
No, that's
Not-
not
not
everybody
even
has the
close.
money that they
And-
can
That's not
afford
true.
whatever.
And
treatments
not
they
everybody
need.
has the lifestyle that you have. And
Yeah.
if you don't understand that, then you're not supposed to be passing laws for all of us.
You have the lifestyle
Yeah,
they have.
you need to be listening to your constituents. You need to be listening to what people say. I make an analogy with education. Stop passing laws on education without listening to the people in the trenches
Well, you know,
who are
that's-
teaching day to day.
But
Right.
that's not going to happen.
No, it's never gonna happen.
But the one thing, though, that remember they had the one congressman had a town meeting where he was a Republican representative, I think, and he had a town meeting. It was on all the channels because they attacked him
Yeah.
about health care. He has now said, no, he won't vote for this. And that town meeting made a difference.
Yeah.
He
He
said,
probably heard all kinds of viewpoints that he hadn't thought of
Right,
before,
I
and he's like,
can't
okay,
vote
this is
for this
eye-opening.
because this doesn't answer any of the problems that my constituents pose to me. you know, I guess we have to have more town meetings, or we have to
We-
be louder.
That's when
We have to
everything
be
comes to
louder.
light, when there's
Yeah.
everybody in the room and everyone
Right,
can voice
right.
their concerns.
But we also need to educate our constituents too, so that they're not just following a meme or a slogan line, that
Right,
they
right.
know
Right.
what they're going after, and they understand the implications of what's happening. Because I think a lot of people vote blind. They're like, this person looks good. This person endorsed this person, so that's who I'm going to vote
They
for.
like one thing that someone has to say, one thing, and that's all it takes to sway somebody to vote.
But it also has to affect them personally, and these are the
Yes.
people if they take their health care, now it will affect me personally. But what's going on in Assyria has nothing to do with me. I'm just play acting here, but role playing. But it has to do with immigration. I don't hire immigrants. I don't have anything to do with immigrants. I don't care about all those things. Okay, if I am the base, that's how I'm thinking. I'm concerned about my own welfare and my own pocketbook, most of all, my own pocketbook. And now when you do something that's going to affect that, I may turn a bit from that base that I have been. Until that happens, that base is going to be very firm, and we're not going to educate anybody.
I know. I try.
And that's all you can do.
Exactly.
All you can do is
Exactly.
continue to
But
educate
it's
yourself
just
and
not
hope for
gonna
the best that things.
Until
Don't
it
go
affects
south.
me personally. I mean, that's kind of human nature. It's just,
Yeah.
True.
you know.
True.
Yeah, things don't really exist until it's happening to
Right,
you.
exactly.
And then it's like, okay, this is real.
Right.
This is
right,
gonna happen, this is gonna affect me.
Right.
Well, you should have thought of that before you were
Yes.
like, while you were in your little bubble, right? Well,
Yeah.
we'll
I
find
mean,
out.
it does scare me. I mean, I'm lucky enough that where I work, I have great health insurance. I mean, when
Right.
David was born, we saw the hospital bill, and we paid a fraction of it because he was C-section. We were in there a couple days, and we think about if we're able to have another. Is it still going to be
Right.
that
Not
good?
affordable.
Or is it going to be a bigger problem? What if a new baby gets sick and we're not covered as well? It's frightening to think about. And then I think about, there might be a woman who, she wants to make her life better for her and her kids and wants to go on birth control, and it's between that or paying for rent. So it's giving herself a hand up in the world and her and her kids, or, paying for rent and food and all of these other things. And it's, no one should have to struggle.
They shouldn't have to make that sort of
They
decision.
shouldn't have to make that sort of decision,
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Sadly, there are no shoulds. No, I just.
I could go much
they're
further
just,
into
Yeah,
it.
we could. We'll let that go for now.
But I think, Nicole, I think we all could. It's just
Yeah,
that
there's a
what
lot
we
to say on
have
that
to do
subject.
is be heard on more than this show. And if you're listening to the show and agree with us, you have to make phone calls. Don't write your congressman. Don't email them. That makes no difference. You have to make phone calls. It's the phone logs that are really making a difference. Or demand a town meeting. Because obviously that one congressman who was overwhelmed by his constituents has now decided, no, and I heard him last night, he said, this health bill does nothing that's going to answer any of those problems. I'm not going to vote for it. So we have to be heard, and it has to be our voices on the phone or at meetings, I think.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Speaking of healthcare.
What's next?
Speaking of healthcare, what's our favorite form of exercise?
You're looking at it.
This is That's so funny. Yeah, right? That cream cheese was strenuous.
I will tell you, you ever read the Archie comics?
Yes.
Like Betty, Veronica, and Archie?
Yeah.
I remember reading one where Veronica went to Betty. She's like, Betty, how do you keep in such great shape? Like, do you have you can't afford a personal trainer, blah, blah, blah. She's like, you teach me. So Veronica, all prissy Veronica shows up at Betty's house, and Betty goes, all right, here's a rag. Start to clean the windows and this. I was like, that's exercise.
That
So, at 15, that caused this, crazy mark on my brain.
I could clean the house and
So,
sweat.
Right.
yeah, so I consider, cleaning to be my exercise. Granted, I don't do it.
But when you do, it's really, really,
really
beneficial.
strenuous.
I have just been promoting yoga as being the healthiest exercise.
My roommate does yoga a lot. She does
Just
aerial
really
yoga
yoga
and hot
yoga
and
is the
stuff.
healthiest
I
exercise.
feel like I make a fool of myself doing yoga, so
so that's why I haven't
dying to
attempted it yet.
try.
I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do aerial
I'll do it
yoga.
with you. We're gonna.
Yeah.
If you
Jamie,
go
you might
on
want to film
YouTube,
that. This might be a good show.
oh yeah, let's do a yoga
Aerial
class.
yoga. The one where you swing
Baby
those
steps, baby steps.
That's easy, I hear. I heard it's not hard. I'm dying to
I
try
actually
it.
love yoga.
You do?
Yeah, you know, before
I've
David
never
came
done it.
along, we exercised a lot. We did like it wasn't the P90X, but it was something similar that we would do, and it was good. We really felt good. We were losing pounds. Kid comes along and you're like,
Bye,
I could exercise or I could take a nap.
Nap. Yeah, kids kind of stir things up as far as
Yeah.
what you're gonna do.
So what about you,
So-
Sheila?
Me, my favorite probably roller skating. I love roller skating. I love Zumba.
I love Zumba.
I love
I'd
Zumba.
love to get into Zumba.
And I also love color guard. Hello.
That's right.
Color guard is fun. That's
Girl, you
sweat
amaze
inducing.
me with that stuff. I could. It's not just exercise, but it's like precision and agility, and it's
A
impressive.
lot of math, a lot of.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know how I do it. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think it just takes a lot of discipline. Once I get started,
You gotta love
okay, I really like the circuit, the 30-minute circuit at Planet Fitness.
You know, that's
Cardio
funny.
resistance.
My friend Becca and I just
Exactly.
joined Planet Fitness, and we love it. We go
Do
like
you go to,
often.
do you do that 30-minute circuit in the back? Have you done
No,
that?
because we haven't actually like learned how to use the machines yet. So we just go and use what we know how to use, and then we use the massage table, which is
30
so nice.
minutes and it's over, and you've exercised all your muscles, and you've done.
We want to
cardio
make an
as
appointment
well.
to learn those because
Yeah.
like there's a lot of machines we haven't figured.
Yeah,
We
well, if
don't
you
know
go to the
how.
back, there's a little thing that tells you how to use
Oh,
all
it
the
does?
machines. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll have to check that out. Maybe
Yeah.
tonight, Virgil.
Yeah.
Tonight.
And how about you? I go to Colonial Hills, so I did the same kind of routine for years. Right the past 2 years, I've probably put on about 30 pounds. Like when I started my new job 2 years ago, everything went out of whack. From when I eat to when I go to the gym, if I go to the gym. So knock
hard
on
to
wood,
get there.
knock on wood. I've been trying to get back into going like 4 times a week, and now when I say I go to the
That's
gym, I'm
great.
not like hardcore. I'll either ride the bike, do the elliptical. I probably prefer the elliptical. It's easier on my knees, and I feel like I burn more
Yeah.
calories.
Yeah.
And I just do some strength training stuff, and then I tan.
And then you tan.
Yes.
I thought about that.
That
I'm
makes me
afraid.
feel thinner and healthier. So
Right?
That's
Everybody was good
probably
with
the worst
tan.
thing I can do for myself.
Well, I remember, like, when I was in college at Penn State, where the sun shines 3 days a year, I wasn't feeling good for a while, and the doctor recommended, he's like,
Go outside.
10 minutes twice a week, go and tan, because you need the light therapy. And it made a big difference.
Really?
So he's like, don't do any more than that, because then it's dangerous, but 10 minutes twice a week. So me and a friend would go, and it made a difference. We felt better. We felt less,
yeah.
hateful of everything.
That's so funny. Well, I'll be getting my light therapy in August when I have band camp. I'll be
There you
camped
go.
out all
Yeah.
day, every day
Right.
for 2 weeks, and then yeah, I'll get all the light therapy I need there.
What else?
All right, well, we're gonna check in with Jane because I
All
know
right.
she's up to something. We're gonna see what she's doing, and then we'll come back after we check
Exciting.
in with her.
Okay.
What's up, Jane?
Well, I found this house here, and there are lovely people partying, and they offered me a drink, and well, you know me, I just can't resist. And I thought, a little drink before espionage might be a good thing. So, let's go in and say hi and have a drink before we espionage. Well, look what they gave me. All these lovely young people here. Oh, I'm so excited, and I'm fully prepared now to actually go and break into Mar-a-Lago. So, wish me luck. Jose certainly does. All right. See you soon. Hopefully. I'm here somewhere outside of Mar-a-Lago. I've tried to get in through the normal routes. Entry fees. They said I didn't have enough money. Well, I said I'd work it off. They didn't let me. Anyway, I am going to try to sneak into it. So, I'm trying to find a suitable bush to climb through and, well, we'll see. Ooh, there's something just up ahead. Let's see if I can manage to get into it without being caught. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, there's some lights. I better hide. All right, I'll be back.
Okay, so that was kind of fun.
Well,
Jane's, I told you she was up to no good. So, what does everybody think about camp?
Oh no.
communism. It's a great idea, but I don't want to do it.
I call it playing homeless. I feel like that's like roughing it. Like, why? That's something you have to do, not why you want to. You have a nice roof, a nice house. Like, why do you want to sleep outside?
No,
I don't
never.
understand.
No.
Glamping, though, that I would do, like in a cabin or like.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
Really
sounds
nice,
fun.
expensive motorhome, I'm all about
Yes.
that.
But I'm not going to be sleeping under the stars, and I'm not going to be bathing in the lake
Oh,
or
no.
going
When
to
I
the
was in
bathroom there.
college, when I was in college for 3 summers, I worked at Blue Mountain Camp. It was a white camp at that time. And I was in college, so I was, young. But sleeping out with the little kids under the stars, we might be out
It only sounds like a good
no,
idea.
No, it really is. And when you're that old, it's great. And one summer, I was assistant camp director, and I spent the whole summer living in a tent on a platform out in the woods, which was really fun. What? I don't ever have to do that again.
It was fun to do it once. It's bad that you did
Nothing dried out. Everything was damp. It was a 3-person. There were 3 of us lived in this tent because we didn't have cabin responsibilities, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. There was a black snake that greeted us every morning.
Oh, crying out loud.
No,
That would have sent me home.
But-
I would have been like, I'm not camping anymore after today.
But I was 21. But that was
Oh.
great. It was fun. I'm really glad that I did those things. I loved living in that tent for the summer. I figured that was a whole lifetime's worth of camping. Got it all over with. Done.
I'm down with that. I think that's
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah.
there really is something. I think kids ought to go camping and learn outdoor skills and really learn to appreciate nature, because I think the lack of appreciation of nature in many cases is what is causing us to abuse it.
I think you're right, because I have no appreciation for nature. I'm only one of the guilty ones you're speaking of. I'm not lying.
No, but
I
you're
am
not.
shameful about it, but
Um,
I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go hiking all day. And when I was in college, I
Right.
did we lived in cabins, which were basically
Right.
like metal roof and wood slat sides,
Right.
and that was about it. And one night it rained, and the little girls I had 5th graders, they were like, I'm scared. And one of them turned on the flashlight, and they looked up, and there's just bugs all on the ceiling because they came in to get dry. And I was like, turn on the light now! But yeah, I got it out of my system. I'll never need it
no.
again. But I'll hike all day. I'll go out and be in nature, but I want to sleep in my bed.
I have
Yeah.
never done that. I've never done the camping. I can't. I'm a city
Right,
girl.
right,
Like, I don't
right.
belong outside.
No, I
It's
just think
hard.
that in many cases it gives you more, and I'm not saying that you don't have it, because you do have a respect for nature.
I
but,
try.
I mean, you really learn to appreciate how really wonderful it is.
I
out
try
there.
because of my nature.
And how
loving
awful
friends.
it
They're
is when
teaching me.
when you read about what's happening to some of our natural resources and the possibilities of drilling and
Yeah, that stuff is concerning.
The blonde in the White House is going to sell off the national parks because he thinks, I mean, that's just absurd. And if it's going to help to get little kids out camping to understand that, maybe we can at least make the next generation not reelect the blonde in the White House. Just a personal thought.
Just the person, I bet he doesn't go camping.
You go, Jane.
I bet he goes
His
camping.
version of camping is quite different.
You don't know. He
Yeah.
might. I mean,
Yeah.
He went to Camp David for the first time last weekend, and I'm pretty sure that was because his 10-year-old son or 11-year-old son is there, and he was probably bored going to Mar-a-Lago. But Camp David is that wonderful restaurant, and the blonde said to some of the foreign dignitaries, you don't want to go to Camp David. It's very rustic. In an hour, you'd be tired of it. So
So he went.
well, only this is the first time in his whole, that's the presidential retreat in Maryland, and it's fantastic. But it's rustic. It's not
It's
Mar-a-Lago.
not for him. He won't be back.
You don't have people waiting on you hand and foot all the time. That's the problem.
He can't drive his golf cart on the green.
Yeah.
I need to stop.
Yeah, we'll leave that blonde alone.
Right.
We've talked about him.
So much hate.
We'll leave him alone. Let's talk about something fun. Coconut oil.
Yeah.
I love coconut oil.
You know what? This thing comes out, it's like, coconut oil is actually not healthy at all, you dummies. And it's like, look, I didn't have the
Nothing is
reaction.
healthy.
Yeah, I didn't have the reaction that a lot of people had. I saw it on Facebook, and people were like, what? I'm like, okay, they said the same thing about coffee, red wine, avocados, coconut oil.
Just eat it.
Yeah, add it to the list of 5 billion things that they're like, you're great, eat all you want. Oh, by the way, it's terrible for you.
After you ate a ton of it.
But I
Now that you ingested
yeah,
it.
but see, I think that's people go overboard then when they hear something is good.
They get nuts
Like
with it.
avocado toast is great. Maybe not 3 times a day, for 7 days a week.
Yeah.
That's too much.
That's a lot.
And it's the same thing with coconut oil. You don't use it for everything.
And some people
And
do. They
Yes.
They
cook with
do,
it.
and so too much of anything is
It's
not
not
good
good.
for you.
Yeah. You know
I've
what?
never eaten it. I only use
Yeah,
I use it on
I
my
use
body
it as
and on my hair.
Yeah.
And that's
I
it.
use it as a cooking spray.
Did you?
That's it.
Oh.
So I have it in a little bottle and I use it on
See,
the
that's
grill.
bad, right? Is that what they're saying?
But you know olive oil is
Whatever.
still the healthiest.
Olive oil is still the healthiest. I usually cook with olive oil, but if we're spraying the grill, I spray it with coconut oil. That's it.
Why not?
Other than that, I don't use it.
I give it to my dog.
Do you?
Yeah, she has hives, so
Oh,
so
yeah.
I give her coconut oil.
Like she
Once-
eats it?
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I
My
if I
cat
jar of
does
it,
too,
she knows it.
actually.
She's all about it. But
Yeah, that's
gotta
funny.
watch
I
this.
never thought of
Again,
that.
don't
With my
give it
cat, I
too
dropped
well.
the blob on the
Yeah.
floor and he started going
Yep, pay for
ham.
their fur, but again, I don't go wild with it. She gets
Yeah.
a little bit in her dinner,
Right.
and it really made a difference. But
That's-
it's just a little bit.
That's
And
why I
and
do
that right there is the key that we don't get as Americans, I think. It's
Moderation.
moderation. Red wine is great, yes, not 4
Don't
bottles
drink
a day.
Oh, come on.
Sarah does not agree with that. That's nonsense.
Topic for another time.
Horse puppy. Yeah, so coconut oil, just don't get crazy with it,
Yeah,
right?
Just don't go
Right.
crazy
Don't go
with it.
crazy.
Calm yourself.
Well, I bet Jane has something to do with coconut oil, so why don't we check in with Jane
All right,
and
Jane,
see if
round
she's
2,
still
what's
up to
going
her
on?
shenanigans and check in on that.
I'm here, Mar-a-Lago. Seems quiet enough. I'll bet I can sneak right in. Let's try. It's awfully quiet. I hear some revelers in the background, but for the most part, just crickets. Mr. Trump's little palace mustn't be doing all that well. But let's see if we can find a hedge or something to jump over or crawl under. More likely. All right. Fortified with Jose, here we go. More crickets. This place must really be going down the tubes. Well, we'll see. I think I might be able to get in through this way. There's no one at the pool, which I expected to be larger, but perhaps it's the servants' pool. Well, we'll see. It's locked, and I'm unhappy to report, electrified. Thank goodness for the alcohol. All right, we'll try another method.
And we're back, and Jane is still up to no good.
Jane.
This is what happens when she goes away. She doesn't act up. She acts up.
I
That's all
condone
right.
every part
This
of
is
it.
fun. I'm
Cool with
actually jealous.
We don't want to bail her out though.
No.
We don't want to bail her
Are you
out.
kidding? She's having an adventure. This is
Right.
awesome.
Okay, Jane.
Live it up, Jane.
That's right. Do it for us.
Make us proud.
Have we
We
tried our
should always-
mimosas?
We have tried them.
We have? Okay.
Nicole made them heavy-handed on the champagne,
They're
which
pretty
means
good,
perfect.
right? What's everybody's favorite summer beverage? I mean, these are really good, right?
Ice
Most-
water.
Ice
That's all
water.
I drink. That's all I drink.
Nicole, I remember
These
an
are
episode
very
of it, That's What She Said, held at your house, where you did not have ice water.
I was ousted.
You
It was margarita time.
Like slots in her
I
hair.
had this adorable dress on, which I no longer own. I think I just was like, no, this is a tainted dress on. But I was like all
Nicole's
prim and
first
proper in the
margarita
beginning.
after David was born.
We drank
It was the
Right.
first time I drank after David was born. So by the end of the show, I'm like,
She
have a
was
great
not being a lady
vodka.
anymore.
really funny.
Yes, this was Nicole's
Yeah.
first margarita. It's important to note that it was her first drink in almost a year. So
Yeah, it was the first time I drank since my
Gallons,
child
yes.
came along.
2.5 gallons of margarita.
And I drank most of it.
We drank it all.
I mean, it was going down
it
smooth.
was good.
It was good.
So now I've learned to control myself and to wear pants.
Pants are good. Yeah, you gotta wear pants when you drink. Sorry, but just,
So I will say though, the dress was long, so
it was
you know,
long,
I
so she didn't
wasn't.
have to worry.
I wasn't showing the world, you know.
just us.
Almost.
Just-
Not us.
Almost, when we watched the tape.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Oh my
That was a fun day.
God. That was
It was a
fun.
good
Oh
day.
my
I don't
God.
remember a lot of it. but it was a good
Margaritas,
day.
I think margaritas are always a good thing.
Yeah, margaritas are
We should
fun.
do that for our July drink.
Yeah.
Margaritas.
Back in my house,
Our
wearing a
July.
dress. Yep. Round two.
Yeah.
I'll just get you a bottle and a straw.
Or one of those helmets.
That cup
Yeah.
that goes right into it.
Little
Right.
backpack thing.
Those helmets with the
Oh,
little
yeah, like the camelback?
I could do that. I would have a margarita helmet.
Oh, Nicole, you're so out of control.
That's why you love me.
Tell
That's
you're
what
on-
summer's
I
for,
know, because
for teachers
that,
let
you're
loose.
never this way during the school year.
No,
You're
no,
so
no, no.
let
The
loose.
pressure is
It's like
off,
you just
right?
let out of pressure.
Yeah, I have two different personalities. I have school
In
year
school
Nicole, and right now I am summertime Nikki. That is who I am. And
And it's only on or off. There's no.
Summertime, Mickey.
it's, I mean, last day of school, she clicks on, and she doesn't go away until the first day of school.
Right.
And then I
That's
mourn
awesome.
her greatly.
We miss Nikki when school starts.
Yeah, summertime Nikki, it's a good time. School year Nikki is lame.
She's boring.
Yeah,
Aw.
she's a professional and adult. Who's in charge of
Yeah,
things.
no fun.
No fun.
Yeah, no fun during the school year either.
I don't know, we get all those very practical tips about things to do with soil, and I like that. I don't ever do them, but it's interesting.
I mean, I can do it through the summer too. I'm actually
Yeah,
in
that's
process of my garden right now.
I actually asked Nicole to help me learn how to plant peanuts. I don't know why I wanted to plant peanuts, but I did. I was like, we're going to do this, right?
Why
She's
not?
like, yeah.
I'm trying an eggplant this year, so we'll see how that turns out. I don't even really love eggplant, but I saw it and I was like, I'll grow you.
I'll grow you, why
I'll
not?
give them all away to my neighbors.
grow
You
my
guys can have
eggplant.
them all, but
Goodwill gesture.
yeah.
I tried to grow stuff once too. My cat pretty much took care of that. I had little sprouts and then I got the cat gone by sprouts. He ate everything. Little creep. Speaking of other things he creeps, I was reading a graphic novel not too long ago and he ate that book.
Really?
He eats everything.
Graphic novels are great.
Graphic novels are.
They really are fun. The first time when I heard of them, I thought, oh, really? I did the
fun.
comic books when I was 10.
Mhm.
They are so much fun.
They are. I think they really help tell the story.
Yeah, they really do.
I was skeptical at first. Too.
Yeah, a very good friend of me, shout out because he's probably going to watch this. We had this very same argument, and I was like, I read comics when I was 15. I'm done now. And he's like, no, this is a
not
different
comics.
world.
It's not.
And so he sent me his favorite one, and I can't. Day Tripper is the name of it. Day Tripper.
Day Tripper.
It's amazing. I read through it, and then I read through it again, and then we talked about it later. And I was like, this is a phenomenal piece of work, because it was, it was literary genius and it was artistic genius, and it was just so beautifully put together. And so yeah, I am a believer now.
Yeah,
I've always
they
liked
really-
pictures. I appreciate
Yeah.
artwork. I do. I like it. I think that, in a novel, like, why not?
Yeah.
Why
A
not?
couple of weeks ago, that Sunday New York Times Magazine section, which has become meh through the last couple of years. I just am not as obsessed with it as I used to be. But the whole magazine section was a series of little graphic short stories of New York stories. And they were all things that had happened in the news through the last couple of centuries, even in New York. And they turned them all into a couple pages of like a graphic story. I read the thing cover to cover and saved it to send to my son. And last Sunday, they got the letters for people who had read it. And everyone said the same thing.
They loved it.
Couldn't put it down.
Nice.
Read the whole thing.
That's cool.
There was just something about the way it was illustrated, and you read the text, and it was like, wow, yeah, I remember that. Or, wow, I never heard that. It's a great thing. I hope they're using it in schools. I have no idea whether they are or not in elementary schools, but it would certainly be a great way to get kids to read as comic books were.
It's a good way, it's a good medium
It is.
to share information and share the stories.
Yeah.
I agree with you completely.
It's
I
great.
really do.
Yeah.
You're obsessed. You said you were obsessed with that one? That you read with the New York stories?
Yeah, it was great.
I want to read that now.
I want to send it to my son, and I don't want to give it up. Even the crossword puzzle was done as a graphic novel.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it was really, really neat. Yeah,
That's cool.
it was
That
really
is pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah.
And to be the writers and illustrators who can now take pride and know that they've really touched a lot of
Yeah.
people. That's
I
cool
think we
too.
all had the same reaction, didn't we? It was like, oh no, please, I read comics.
Yeah. I did. I thought it was
If
for
that's-
kids. I
if
didn't
you're-
know what a
if you're-
graphic
yeah,
novel was.
If you're watching this and you're thinking that, here
Give
we
it a
are.
chance.
Give it
Yeah.
a chance,
Be
because we all
open-minded.
changed our minds, yeah.
See, we're obsessed. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of things that we're obsessed with, what are we binge watching these days? What are we?
Do you know what I just did? No, do you know what because Barry wasn't home and it was too hot to be outside. And the day he left, the Reading Eagle had a little column on their amazing little entertainment page that said things that are better if they're binge watched. And some of them didn't appeal to me, some of them I have binge watched. One I had was Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, I love that
I
show.
couldn't
my
get into
God.
it.
2 days.
I couldn't get into it.
2 days. Oh my God. In fact,
You took 2 days and watched the whole thing?
Barry came home yesterday and I thought,
I haven't
I can't
done squat.
watch him. Let him know I'm watching this. So when he went to pick up the dogs, I turned it on again to watch the last one. That's
I'm
my
loving
latest one. After Orange is the New Black, I finished that one, so
I haven't started that yet. That's
Oh,
next
it's
on my
wonderful.
list.
We're taking our time through that one. There's a couple shows my husband and I watch together, and then in the off time, I find other
Little
shows.
Liars.
But no, I've binge watched through 13 Reasons Why, a show called The
I keep
Paradise.
falling asleep through 13 Reasons Why. Like, I'll wake up 5 episodes later, I'm like, crap,
I got
gotta
through
start
it.
over again.
I binge watched a docu-series called The Keepers.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
Incredible.
That one is good.
I watched that
Yeah.
in one day.
Yeah.
Like I put it on, and just I was doing other stuff, but I watched it all, just that day, and it was incredible. But yeah, there's a bunch that I just go through.
Yeah.
Netflix makes it so
Netflix.
easy. Hulu, like what I like about Hulu is it's the shows that are on now, and they like you're like a hamster at waiting for your little
Right.
pellet to drop. It's like here's your next episode, watch that and calm down. But Netflix is like
Nope, here it is.
everyone gets a full season.
It's like a buffet. It's like a smorgasbord.
Watch them all. Watch them 100 times.
Are you binge watching anything, Sarah?
No, I don't have Netflix or things like
Oh,
that
no.
because I would never leave the house if I had
Yeah.
it.
That's
I
a
thought
problem.
about it, but my go-to every day because you can almost find an episode all the time is Law and Order. I
Law
love
and Order.
Law and Order.
It is.
And it's on 24 hours a day.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
it. Love it. Go to sleep with it, wake up to it.
That's
I go to work and I dream about it. And
I can't wait till the next
I've
episode.
seen it 1,000 times.
I will watch the same ones over.
When your life is punctuated by
That's
bum
not
bum.
quite sure. I know. I
I
never
mean,
know how
you
it
know
ends.
you've watched it 6 times,
They're so open-ended
but you're
sometimes.
not quite sure how it's going to end.
Yeah,
You've forgotten how it ends.
it's
Yeah,
the same
Law and
formula
Order.
the whole time. But you're like,
But they're always fun.
yeah. I used to feel that way about Criminal Minds too.
Oh,
I
yes,
love that
yes.
show.
Yeah,
That's a good
I don't
one.
like it as much as I used to. I mean, then toward the end, I just,
You lost
Yeah.
it.
Well, see, that's one of those shows where I would watch it if it was on, but I didn't follow it out.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I am currently binge watching. Get ready. Party of 5.
Oh, get out.
I'm so serious. I was flipping around on Netflix. I'm like, wait, what? So I stopped and I've been watching it for like 3 weeks straight. I'm only on
Nice.
season 3. I'm like, I can't stop. I'm up until like 3 in the morning. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna wake up 3 hours, be miserable because
I ain't
I'm
even
watching
mad.
Party of
I ain't
5.
mad.
I
That's
don't
awesome.
even feel bad.
Even at the gym, like we'll go to the gym. I can get Netflix on my phone. I will be there on the treadmill watching Party of 5.
Isn't that great though? That's great.
I'm not kidding. I'm obsessed
I remember
again.
that show came out and it was an
I was
obsession.
obsessed
Yeah,
then,
Oh my gosh.
or even worse now because I can watch them all.
It
I'm
came
like, oh
out like
God, these
right around
kids went
90210,
through it.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
These kids like really like I'm in tears. I'm
Oh
like
my
devastated
God.
with them.
There's a new show on Netflix called Riverdale.
Yes.
It's based
Archie
on
comics.
the Archie
Yes.
comics, and I was like, oh, come on, I watched an
I have to
episode.
watch it. I haven't
It's
seen
so
it.
melodramatic. I am so hooked. I can't even tell you.
have to watch it.
5 or 6 episodes in, I'm binge watching it. My husband comes down, he's like, it's 11 o'clock and you're awake. Which you need to understand, 9 p.m. is my bedtime. And I was like, just 10 more minutes, just 10 more minutes. I need to see what
So you
happens.
can't stop, right?
It really is addictive.
He watches 5
Yeah.
minutes, he's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know.
I
But
can't
I
break
just-
away. My eyes won't look away.
It's so bad and so good. Like,
And when it then says the next episode will start in 22nd, you're
like,
Not me. I pressed the button.
For
I'm
me,
not
I'm like,
waiting.
that's not time to go to the bathroom.
Throw the laundry in.
We're not doing 20 seconds. We're moving.
I can get up and do steps for 20 seconds.
still watching. I'm like, no, that was a bad thing, right? Oh, it's stopping me. Good. I have to get up now.
Whenever that thing comes up, I get mad and guilty all at once. Like,
Me too.
yes,
I mean,
I'm still
watching
watching.
for hours, but
Your business.
I didn't tell you I was
do
done.
laundry today.
I'm like, stop judging me. I can watch 6 episodes.
I'm waiting for the one.
That's how you know you've been lazy. When it tells you, are you still
Don't you
watching?
have laundry to do or a bed to make?
Those are the messages Netflix needs to put up. Like,
Yes,
there's something to
Netflix,
do.
you don't know me.
Oh, but it does. Netflix definitely
Yes.
knows you. Speaking of who we know, let's check in with Jane and see
All right.
what Jane's up to and see what's going on there.
I think I found a way in through these bushes, but we'll have to be very quiet. Oh, leaf, twig. Anyway, I will be with you on the other side once I'm inside. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, where's my face? There it is. All right, we'll see you inside, hopefully. I've made it through the bushes. Now, a quick sprint, and hopefully we will get inside. Oh, oh dear. I'm all right. On we go.
Oh, that Jane.
Just remember, Jane, you are a lady.
Behave,
Keep
Jane.
it
You're
classy.
representing us.
Jane. But great outfit, Jane.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the most important.
Well, as
Jane always looks fly, though.
Right?
Very cool.
Jane always looks sharp.
Yep.
You know, what do we think about telling the truth when it shouldn't be? Like, is there any times when the truth shouldn't be told?
I think when it hurts feelings unnecessarily.
Yeah.
There's always a tactful way to
Yes.
tell the truth without
Yeah.
cutting into someone. I think, honestly, the only time a truth should be withheld is maybe when it's not somebody's business.
Yeah.
Like if it's
Oh,
not your
absolutely.
place to
Right.
impart the truth,
Right.
then stay out of it.
Or when I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah. That's a really good time not to tell the truth.
Solid.
Keep your game face on.
I saw an article in the paper the other day that was about four times when maybe you shouldn't tell the truth, and none of them were any of these things you mentioned. And that really concerns me, because it seems like now truth has become kind of a, maybe or maybe not. I don't think truth is ever wrong. I think you're right. If somebody asks me, how do you think I look, and it really is a disaster, and I think when she walks out the door, the world's going to get hysterical, then I will tell her. But otherwise,
But there's a nice way to do it.
There's a nice way.
Yeah, that's
to
called
do it.
diplomacy.
embarrass somebody.
Yeah.
And again, if somebody asks you a question that is frankly none of their business, you get to lie.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm talking about, and I think.
I don't
what I'm
necessarily.
talking
I
about-
just kind of like
Or you
butt
just
out. I'll
avoid
like,
it,
just
right,
say it out loud. I'm not
exactly.
going to tell
Yeah,
you what
you
I
can
think about
simply
this.
say, I'd prefer to not share
Yeah,
that
we're
with
not
you.
gonna
You know,
go
yeah,
there.
there's a nice way to,
But
to bring
as
that out,
far
yeah.
as, if we start making truth negotiable, I think we're as a society, we're going to be in really, really bad shape.
well,
Because now you'll never know who to trust or
hasn't
what.
that already been a
Well,
problem?
I wasn't going to mention it.
Now that you say it,
I wasn't
it
going
kinda
to
has.
mention, Jane, just be careful about it.
Yeah. Yeah, keep filming it so you know what the truth is.
Yeah.
I think that's Jane's purpose right now. Jane's on a mission.
But sometimes you really want the truth, even if you
Even though it doesn't, you're not going to necessarily like what you're
Right,
hearing.
right.
I prefer the truth. I mean, sometimes, like I said, you know, if
Right.
it's not somebody's place to tell me the truth, I don't want to hear it from them.
What is it? The truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
Right.
So that weighing on you and telling the truth.
Right.
and possibly also make other people hate you.
Yeah.
But, you know,
So be it. I mean, wouldn't you rather be hated for being honest than liked for being a liar?
truth in marriage is an interesting thing.
Oh, that's
So-
a touchy subject.
So, for example, my son was sick several weeks ago, and he threw up at school. And he threw up on his shoes. And the shoes, yeah, poor little guy. And he spent the whole week home then. So the shoes came home in a bag. I took the bag down to the basement so that they could get washed, right? Set them on the washer and said, these will go in with his next load so they
Wait,
can be
the
washed.
puke shoes?
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't burn them?
No, you can wash those. All right, someone's going to agree with my
The
husband.
puke shoes.
So
I would have set them on fire, but that's
So
me.
I'm folding laundry and folding laundry, and I'm not finding the clean shoes. And I go to my husband, did you wash the shoes? No, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I put them in the basement. They're down there. And I went down and looked, and they're not there. And so I am passive aggressive, so I don't come right out and say, what did you do with the shoes? I say, man, I have looked everywhere for those shoes and I just can't find them. It's driving me nuts. I've looked. I did this for 3 straight days. And he was just like, yeah, I don't know, babe, I don't know. And I wanted to look and be like, just tell me you threw them away. Just tell me so I can find the shoes. Just tell me so I can yell at you and then we can move on with our lives. Don't play this cool.
I have to keep pretending like I don't know where the stinking shoes are.
So I mean, I've let it go, but I haven't let it go.
Okay.
And it's gonna
All right.
bubble up on some random
She's gonna go home today and figure out where's the shoe.
Maybe we should call her husband, I don't know.
Send Jesse a message. Be careful.
You gotta
Tell
warn
her
him.
single man about the shoes.
I think you're right. I think in marriage, the truth is a little, you sort of mold it. Like, I will wear something, and I've learned to do this a long time ago. If you buy something, you don't buy it to wear tonight. You put it in your closet, and you take it out next week.
If you
Put
still
it on,
like it.
and then he says, oh, is that new? And you go, no, it's been in my closet. Come
And
on.
it's not a
Come
lie.
on, women. You've
My
all
mom
done
taught
it.
me that trick years ago.
Absolutely.
This whole thing.
No, it's no, and I never say I've had it for years. I'll just say, no, it's been in my closet for 2 days.
But it's been there.
No, it's not new.
After David was born, oh, it was perfect. He'd be like, is that new? No, I just haven't worn it since I was
Yeah, exactly.
pregnant. Like, this was pre-pregnancy clothing.
Right.
Oh, okay, he just accepts it.
Right.
Doesn't ask anymore.
It's honest.
That's right. So that really wasn't a lie to say, no, it's been in my closet. Well, it wasn't exactly new because I bought it 3 days ago, and it's been in my closet
It's
for
been
2
there.
days. So,
You're telling
but,
me.
you know, when I'm talking about truth, I'm talking about some of the big stuff that, you know, that we've been
That's
dealing
kind
with.
of
Yeah.
You know, just what is the bottom line? What is the truth here? Because
That's-
we hear so many versions of
That's a difficult thing to
Truth
decide.
is out there.
yeah, somewhere. It will out.
Speaking of truth, air travel. There's been a lot of talk in the news about air travel problems
Yeah.
and people getting in fights and
Yeah.
employees mostly. It's like a lot of the employees that are the offenders here.
Yeah, it made...
So I think people are, passengers are also very inconsiderate. It's again this whole idea of becoming my world and what affects me. And if you are sitting halfway into my seat, or you are pushing my arm, or you are dropping your overhead suitcase on my head or leaning on me, it doesn't bother me because it's my world. And I know that some of it is a lot of it is also the way that the air people, the hostesses, the stewards, whatever they are. But if you've traveled recently, people are, first of all, what they're wearing to travel, it's like the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
You know, no, don't get on your plane with your pajamas. I know it's a 6-hour flight to LA, but for God's sake, you know, or at least wash.
Just
Or
don't
put
know.
that deodorant on before you get on.
Oh, for the love of heaven,
You know,
please.
Yeah.
Please put something on.
Ugh.
Well, I think too, a lot of these situations would have stayed small had they not been being videotaped, and then it just
Exactly.
escalates.
Yeah,
and then
that's
how
so
we
you
know
know,
it
an
blows
argument
up.
between 2 people is now an argument between 10, and people are being
Exactly.
arrested.
And the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're giving airlines a lot of bad news.
But I think it would be very tough. I mean, I've been on planes when I heard people make ridiculous comments or requests of the stewards, and they deal with that all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you got to avoid them.
You're playing footsie with
Were you
Martha
done?
down here.
Is that your?
That was me. Sorry. I thought
Hey,
it was
you
you.
two.
Sorry, no, it's me. Whoops. Sorry about that.
That's all right, Sheila.
All this airplane talk has me up in arms.
That's what she does on an airplane to
I
diffuse
can't-
the situation.
I play footsie
Don't be
with whoever's
angry,
next to me.
just give me your foot. Just here. Let's hold hands.
Right? And there's something else that helps with anger. Sarah has some information about patriotic pause.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I work for the Animal Rescue League,
Yes.
so especially when now
That's
we're
where we
approaching-
first met you. You
Yes,
came on, you brought a
yes,
puppy.
Yes, I did bring a puppy. He got adopted like 2 days after.
That's
Oh,
I'm just saying,
right.
that's
It
awesome.
was Cooper, right?
Yes, it was Cooper.
She's
So
so
sweet.
sweet.
Lovely families who adopted him.
Good.
But we're approaching the 4th of July, so I want to kind of give a plug for our Patriotic Pause program. We love our veterans. They've done so much for our country, and we have a lot of veterans who are volunteers. So one of our volunteers is actually the inspiration for this program. He served in Vietnam, and he had PTSD, and coming and walking the animals really helped. So if you're a veteran, just bring me some kind of proof, I don't care what it is. You can adopt an animal for free, we cover that cost.
Oh,
If you're a
right.
disabled veteran, we will cover the veterinary costs for the life of that pet, like the vaccines,
Oh, that's
needle exams, things like that. So,
That's
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, so please come take advantage of it, not enough
Yeah,
veterans do.
veterans.
That's
They're-
incredible.
Get
That's
your dogs taken care
wonderful.
of.
And also, too, you get one of our Patriotic Cause t-shirts, which
get a
are pretty
t-shirt?
awesome. I was gonna wear mine today, but it was dirty. But they are really, really awesome, so you get one of those for free as well.
So
That's a
this is at
phenomenal-
Animal Rescue League, which is located at,
58 Kennel Drive, like dog kennel. in
That's near
Birdsville.
here.
okay,
Yep.
that's near
Office
here.
724, that one.
That's where my
you
cat
are,
came from.
724,
And my
yeah.
Chooch came from it.
Chooch?
She's just
Aw.
sick.
Yeah, we got our loved ones.
Yeah. And so this is Patriotic Cause.
Mhm.
If you're a veteran, show up. You can adopt free and your vet bills will be paid. Did you
If
say
you're
your
If you're a
disabled.
disabled vet, yeah.
If you're
So it's your
disabled,
yearly
yeah.
exams at one of our veterinarian providers, which is like Wyomissing
Okay.
Animal Hospital,
Right.
Burnville,
Okay.
and a couple other ones. So that will cover like the vaccines, which we know that can get costly every
That's
year.
wonderful.
And like I said, the yearly exam.
That's
So,
wonderful.
That is a great
We love this program. We love
That's
it.
really
Not enough
good.
veterans take advantage of it. I'm not sure if not everybody knows, but I'm here to tell you.
And if you're watching and you know a disabled vet, please tell them and that will be, what are the dates for it?
All the time. All this,
Oh,
like, all the
anytime.
time. Yeah. just-
Oh,
yeah.
cool. That's
Oh,
even better.
wow. Anytime.
Anytime.
Get
All the
word
time.
out.
Get your vets
And it
out
can
there.
be a dog, a cat.
Dog, a cat. We no longer have critters there, but they're at the PetSmart on Fifth Street Highway in their adoption center, but those would also be free to you as well if you're a veteran.
Oh, they have this,
Yes.
they follow
It
the
doesn't
same
include our
program.
horses, but,
You can't adopt a horse for
but,
me,
you know,
sorry.
it
don't
takes a
think
special
we
place to
horse.
take a horse, so.
Like I can't have one here? I mean, I think I could have a horse here.
Honestly, I think you could.
I could have a horse
If
here.
our
if I
horses are
wanted.
naughty, you probably don't want it here.
No, I already have a naughty animal and he's enough.
That is really fantastic.
Yeah, like I said, we love this program. And we have, like I said, a lot of great volunteers who are veterans.
And
We have a couple of
is it
Philippines.
really being taken advantage of?
Not as much as
or-
I'd love to see it being taken
Get the
advantage of.
word out,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. I would say only a couple a month.
Wow.
I'd like a lot more.
All right, let's do
Yeah.
this.
Okay, that's, wow.
Well, that's an awesome
Congratulations,
program.
We
fantastic.
love it. That's great.
Video? Okay, well, we're gonna go and check in with Jane and see what's going on and see where she's at now.
All right.
Oh dear. I've had to hide here in the laundry room because I did get onto campus here at Mar-a-Lago, but they discovered me and I'm now running, trying to find some place to hide and actually get out of here. But see, I hear them outside. Oh, I don't. I'll be back. I'll report in as soon as I can get out of here. I think they're getting closer. I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Well.
Oh yeah, you do that.
It's all worked out for the best. After my apprehension by the security at Mar-a-Lago, I showed them Sergei Kislyak's teeth marks in my shoulder, and they knew I was a friend of Mr. Trump's. So, I have left there because this place is much more fun. These lovely people who offered me some Jose earlier, and we're just going to party till the dogs come home, whatever that means. And thank you, gentlemen, for a lovely, lovely evening. I'll see you soon.
So Jane's having fun at Mar-a-Lago.
All's well that ends well, Jane.
Hey, you know what? That's
Cheers,
a nice
Jane.
place. So where do we like to go for our favorite beach destination?
My husband and I just took our 5th year anniversary.
Ooh, happy anniversary.
Thanks. To Myrtle Beach, South
Nice.
Carolina.
I love Myrtle Beach.
It's lovely. We actually stayed in Surfside, which is a couple miles south of Myrtle Beach.
That sounds like a California town.
It was awesome. So it was a little bit
Surfside.
quieter, less touristy, and you had instant access to the beaches. Loved it.
Beautiful there, I hear.
Loved it.
I've
Yeah.
never been to Myrtle
I think
Beach.
I like,
Loved it.
I like the Delaware beach. I like anything
Yes.
off-season. I really don't like people on beaches. So I like Delaware off-season, and I like almost any beach in Northern California.
I'm a fan of Wildwood. Like I'm not a beach person, but
Yeah.
I was just at, I go to Wildwood every year with the high school, but I
Right,
went there
right.
this year without them.
It's fun.
And it was nice.
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
really fun.
How about
I
you?
love Dewey Beach.
Dewey
Yeah,
Beach.
yeah,
Yes,
that's where we
yes,
go.
again, like off
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
nice,
We go to
chill.
the hotel that's right on the beach.
Yes.
That's where we stay.
I think the Opal the last time I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
Pretty.
Beach is just fantastic.
All
I
your
love
problems
being on
go
the beach.
away.
Yes,
Right?
they do.
They do.
Well, we are just about out of time here. That
That's so
hour went
sad.
fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys for being here. This is so
thanks.
much. Thank you, Sarah, for joining
Thanks for being
us.
a great host.
I love this
Yes,
couch.
this is
Yes.
Me too.
We're all gonna take a nap here when this is
Yeah,
done together.
We're gonna binge watch Party of Five again.
Another big screen TV.
Yes. So our next show is on Monday, July 24th at 9 p.m. Our guest host is going to be Elaine McDevitt. She was with us
Elaine,
before. Yeah, so join us for that show. It's going to be great. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, plugs. Whoops. I plug. Whoops. What is my plug? Sideshow. Come see Sideshow at Genesius this weekend, this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I believe the show is at 7:30 on Friday and Saturday, and then 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock on Sunday. But it's on the website, genesiusdifference.org.
That's great.
Governor Mifflin Community Days is first full week of July, fireworks Saturday, July 8th. If you need somewhere to be, you can see them from my front yard. We'll be partying.